You ready to have more fun than a room full of puppies?
Hey everybody, welcome. It's Friday night.
Going, y'all.
Howdy.
I can't always think of something to say, okay? Give me a break.
It was a break.
Yeah.
Good evening, and good evening. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv. We're so glad you can come out and see us here live Friday night, 7 o'clock, either out there in Zoom world or way up there in YouTube. It's really great to see all of you guys. We're glad you're here with us. A couple of housekeeping things so that you know you can see the best show. If you're out on YouTube, please do us a favor and like and subscribe because that really helps us out in the long run. We appreciate it. For you guys here in Zoom world, you actually get to play if you like to. And the nice thing is you get to see one heck of a show 20 seconds before anybody else does. A couple of things to make this show really good. Right now, if you see a bunch of little boxes and you feel like you're in an episode of the Brady Bunch, chances are you're in gallery view. The best way to see this show is speaker view because whoever's talking will pop up the screen and it'll take up plenty of room. And that speaker view button is up here in the corner. Simply look for the little spot, hit that button, and you should see one big picture of me. I'm sorry. The next thing that is important for you guys to do is make sure that you are safe in your own environment. To do that, make sure you check for two things. First, if you have an exit in your home and there is an emergency, please make sure you leave to that exit. You do not need to worry about us. We'll be fine, so don't worry about taking us with you. Please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bathroom, we know you at least have one in the house, so if you do, please make sure that if you decide that you need to use the restroom, do not take us with you because there is a possibility if your camera might be on, you end up with a very embarrassing situation that has happened to Jared before. So don't let that happen to you. All right, speaking of all those things, chat. If you want to talk to us in the show and you're giving out suggestions and things like that, you really need to learn how to use the chat feature, and that's going to help us out. First, there's a chat button down here. If you hit that, it'll open a box over here, and you're going to see a little chat option. You can go there and type things in. For instance, give it a shot right now, and for the heck of it, just type the word chat and see how your spelling is on 4-letter words. So go ahead and do that, and we'll see the word chat popping up. Very cool. Out on YouTube, if you want to participate as well, again, the chat live feature is over there. It's about a 20-second delay, but I'll still be able to grab some of your suggestions. If you're out there, say hello on YouTube. Just type hello into the chat feature. We'd love to know you're there. All right. My name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting the show this evening, and I've got a great cast for you because over here, I've got Ian.
Hey everybody, it's an award-winning improv show.
I've got Audrey.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
There's Tim.
Hey everybody, how you doing tonight?
There's Brett.
How's it going? I'm craving a nice juicy burger.
And Jared.
If you've got somebody at home making really delicious food, I don't want to hear about it.
And of course, like I said, I'm Daniel. I'm going to be hosting this evening. Ian alluded to something that is absolutely true for any of you who are watching Thursday night or checking out our social media. Feel free to follow us on there. We were voted best in Rhode Island for 2020. It's our second time winning that award. We're really honored and appreciative of it because it means that fans and people on the Reader's Choice wrote to say that we were the best. And to be best in this year, I mean, that really means a lot because, you know, it's a tough year and having that little bit of shining light really helps everybody feel better. And we're going to keep those laughs coming for you. And we're going to move that through to the very important part of our show where we bring on our featured audience member. And this is somebody who's here in the Zoom area that gave their information to Kat. All we do is we ask you some very simple questions that inspires us for the rest of the night. We won't make fun of you, but if you bring up somebody you'd like us to make fun of, we'll make sure we make fun of them. So Kat, who is in our fam cup?
Sean Jr. I already muted him.
Sean Jr. Sean Jr., are you there?
We can hear you now, Sean.
Oh, no, I'm actually unmuted.
Oh, okay. There you are. Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh, cool. You were on last week, right?
Yes, I
Oh,
was.
well, the signal is a lot better, so we can hear you, and we're going to make you our featured audience member tonight. I and Audrey are going to ask you some questions. Just answer them honestly, and honesty makes the best comedy, so it's going to be a great time. Sean Jr., enjoy.
So, Sean Jr., Daniel just mentioned we won an award. We're very excited and happy and proud about that. If you could win an award, what would you like to win an award for?
I would like to win an award in either two sports, hockey or basketball.
Okay.
Awesome. So one of my favorite movies is Air Bud, which is about a dog that plays basketball. So if you could have any animal on your sports team, what would it be?
I'd probably have my dog, one of my dogs, either Diamond or Biscuit. I'll tilt the camera to one of them. This is Diamond. Or my slug. Now my sister, she would be like, is she allowed to go in the fam? I got his pet slug.
Oh, she won't be the fan, but she can show up in your picture. We might ask you about her later, but so your dogs. All right. So hey, it's summer. You get to eat a lot of fun foods that you don't necessarily get to eat the rest of the year. What's your favorite summertime food?
My favorite summertime food? Well, this happened like a long time ago, but once we, during the summer, we made like these like ice pops. We made like our own like ice pops. And you would like pour like a drink in, and then you would like put it in the freezer.
Homemade ice pop sounds great. Just fun for a hot day.
You won't believe what we poured in there.
Well, wouldn't we? Try us. What did you pour?
We poured in orange soda. Pretty bizarre.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would taste, but I appreciate the ingenuity of that.
It actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it sounds pretty good. Let's see. All right, so ice pops are pretty cold. Where's somewhere that you would like to go during winter vacation?
Oh my God, winter's like my favorite season. Also, I would probably go to like either like Minnesota or Colorado with my cousins. None of my cousins live in Minnesota, but I would go to Colorado. Like once it snowed during the summer.
That's so cool.
There's definitely a lot of snow in Colorado. That's for sure. So, if you could decide to, since winter's your favorite season, if you could decide to create something from snow, it's not a snowman, everybody builds a snowman or snow fort. What would you build out of snow that nobody's built before that would be unique to the expression of winter?
Snow heaven. Because the first thing that came in my mind was snow angels, so snow heaven.
Snow heaven for the snow angels to play around in, sure.
Yes.
That's awesome. So we're gonna swing it back to your sister. Could you introduce us to your sister and give us one word to describe her?
This is she is
one word to describe her.
I got a pet slug. That she owns a pet slug.
Silly.
Right here. Oh, something ridiculous is that she goes like this. She makes like this weird sound. It's not really that good. That was bizarre. I never heard this did that before. All right, Haley, you get to do the fam cup. I have to go
You're
get.
doing it. They're asking you questions.
Yeah.
So I got one more for you. So a slug's a pretty unusual pet, and I know you've got dogs. That's a pretty usual pet, but what would you like as a really unusual pet?
I would have a what's the largest snake out there? Wait, like the most heaviest
Reticulated
like,
python.
Yeah, isn't that like big, huge, and
Yep.
it like strangles its enemies?
Yep. It does.
What I just said was actually pretty dark.
Now, Sean, this is fantastic. You answered a lot of great questions. You're actually going to play the first game with us. You ready for this? Okay.
Yes.
So little did you know, I'm actually writing a book all about your life. And I'm going to need you to help me type it out and make sure I get the information correct. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right, cool. So I'm going to grab this typewriter and stick it on top of my laptop because that's dangerous. And I'm going to type out. Do you know what a typewriter is, Sean?
Yes, I definitely know what
Okay.
it's called.
Wasn't sure. I know it's so old, but all right. So I'm going to put some paper in the top, and then can't make any mistakes because I can't backspace. So I'm going to throw out the whole thing. If not.
Can I name states?
Huh?
Can
Well,
I name
yeah.
states?
If you made mistakes back then, you had to start all over. It was crazy. There was no backspace button. So we're going to go ahead and write out a story about your life. This is actually a story about one day you took Biscuit for a walk. And little did you know, Biscuit actually talks all the time. And you guys were actually going for a walk. And the craziest thing happened. Sean, what was it that happened?
What was it that happened is that she, I don't know, was like rolling around. Like she's like
rolling around, Sean. She was.
Yeah,
and
she's a
what's crazy
lapdog.
was
They're
she was rolling. She was rolling around in the snow in the middle of the summer. That's what was crazy. And so to start this off, actually, Ian and Audrey are gonna step out. We'll figure out which one's Biscuit, which one's you momentarily.
Whoa, whoa. What is this cold substance which touches my beautiful fur?
It's like we're in Colorado all over again, Biscuit.
I never forgot what happened in Colorado. Colorado is where I got my collar.
It's summer snow. It's summer snow.
I think that this is a delicious thing to eat. What do you think, Sean?
Oh, we could scoop some of it up and make pops.
Haha. You're thinking on the same brainwaves. I want to make dog food flavored ones.
You got it.
Thanks, Sean. You're the best.
Now, Sean, you actually had brought dog food out with you, but suddenly, out of nowhere, something flew through really fast and stole that dog food. Can you believe it? No. So let's see how you reacted to that dog food being stolen faster than you knew what to do with.
Whoa. The food's gone.
But who would commit such a heinous crime?
Could you smell it?
Oh wait, yes. It's on the wind.
Now, out of nowhere, this is the point where something else zoomed through again and took Biscuit's collar. Can you believe it, Sean? Okay, cool. Let's see what happened.
No, my precious Colorado collar. Okay, I definitely caught a heavy whiff that time, and I do believe that was a Minnesota slug that did that. It moved really fast and it stole all my stuff.
Yes, at that moment, the Minnesota slug had been identified and showed up to hatch his evil plot. His name was Prat. And he was played by Brett.
It is I, Pet. And I'm taking all your possessions.
But why would you do that to a wonderful dog and her boy?
Oh, I have a whole history behind me. It's just because you have a family and an owner. You make me sick.
Oh, but what's your name, Minnesota slug? Prop.
It's Pet. Say it right.
Okay.
Matter of fact, give me your fur.
Now, Sean, we need to make sure we have backstory in here. So I want to move out and we actually, there was a prequel written beforehand all about Pratt's life. And so what was Pratt's parents' name again? Oh, you've muted yourself. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right.
Sean, what was the mom's name?
Catherine Silva.
Okay, Kathleen. We'll take Kathleen. And the dad's name?
I don't know.
I don't know. Right. Kathleen Silva and I don't know were the parents of Pratt. And let's see what they did to their kid that made Pratt so upset. And so obviously that's played by Tim and Jared. Let's see the heartbreaking story of what went wrong.
Hey, Kathleen,
Yo,
I've been telling you, this kid, he's not performing up to expectations. We need to get him on the track a little bit more.
hey, our kid's a slug. We should have pretty low expectations for our slug child, okay?
Don't limit his potential by calling him that. He could be a snail. He could be the world's fastest snail around. The pressure is on us to make sure he performs well.
Guys,
Sean,
I'm right here.
Brett had just come home from hockey practice. There he is.
Hey, Brett.
Guys, I just broke my whatever, my wiggly thing. I broke my wiggly thing at hockey, and now
You're
you guys are
showing it?
complaining about me?
Brett, you are just one big wiggly thing. If you broke a wiggly thing, that means you broke yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty broken right now, and I'm pretty hurt. I just want some love. Could you just accept me for who I am? And
After you finish your 4 500s, those need to be under 30 seconds each.
oh, but I don't think that's in my DNA. Can't you just love me for me?
Kid,
Actually, we'll go back now because we learned what hurt him so much. And Brett, this is back to where we had just left off in the story. What was it that you did to ease Brett's heart and make Brett stop being such a hurt creature?
Well, I can see why you don't feel sluggish like one would expect. But you know what? You can have some of those dog treats. Biscuit can spare them.
Yeah, I'm always down to share.
You're sharing with me? You guys really?
Go ahead, roll in the snow.
It's a
You-
beautiful Colorado springtime.
You're letting me have playtime? I mean, I don't have my parents to tell me to do anything, but
You get your own collar. It says, "You're a winner."
And very good, Sean. It's really great that you took care of Brett like that, right? And you should still be so proud. That way that slug can get its very own collar. Probably should not give the actual slug a collar, so just be aware of that. I had a call from PETA about abusing slugs. But I hope, Sean, that felt just like your regular day. Cool. Let's move on now. Folks, if we're going to be here every single Friday night, and we're doing this for free, so that way anyone out there can enjoy it if they need a laugh right now, just to help through. But if you're somebody who is able to support the arts, we'd always appreciate it. It helps pay for us to be able to do this and possibly get a little extra money to some of our team members. There are two great ways that you can do that. First, if you have Venmo, then you can go through our Venmo account, Bring Your Own Improv, and make a donation there, or PayPal. If you want to do the old school way of PayPal, go to that link right there. Or if you're not ready to type that in, you can go to our website. There's a donate button in the bottom corner. Go ahead and click on that, make that donation, and make our lives so much better. We really appreciate it. And if not, just enjoy everything we've got here for you. And we're going to move on. Nemly out there, we want to say hello to you on YouTube. We saw that you popped a message, so we greatly appreciate that as well. As I remember how to change this back. There we go. I'd like to move on to our first game in which you can actually play from right there from home. We're going to play a game called Alphabet. The way Alphabet works is that we're going to have two people having a scene. And as they're having that scene, each one needs to begin their scene with the next letter of the alphabet. So if somebody started with, all of these slugs are just taking over my life, the B person might be like, because they don't have enough dog treats for them. Go back to C. Can you quickly open a bag of dog treats? And back and forth until somebody makes a mistake or uses the wrong letter or doesn't help advance the plot, or I just decide, you know what? It's not happening this time, Brett. And so we knock that person out and we move on to the next person. So if you'd like to play, what you do is you go ahead and click right in the chat. We talked about that earlier, like pick me or I want to play. So go ahead and put that there, and Kat's probably going to unmute those people. While we're doing that, we're going to need some suggestions to get this story started. So please give me somewhere that's difficult to get to. Just go ahead and type that in the chat down there. But if anybody else wants to play, now is the time to jump in. All right, don't be afraid because it's easier than you think. Corey, there.
Yes, sir, Daniel.
All right, good to see you, my friend. All right, so Corey's one of our super fans. We see him almost every week. It's great to have him. We've got Ian, Audrey, then you, Corey, Tim, Brett, and Jared playing this evening. And I see out there that Antarctica, yes, Situa is very difficult to get to, but that's one of our teams. Antarctica is incredibly difficult to get to. So let's see the two gentlemen on the boat on their way to Antarctica, Audrey and Ian. Go ahead, start this off, and we'll start nice and simple on the letter A.
Antarctica is supposed to be very nice this time of year.
Be quiet, Philip. The penguins are going to hear you.
Can they from this distance?
Don't underestimate penguins' hearing skills, Philip.
Ears are missing, so how are they supposed to do it?
Frogs also have ears, and they hear you quite well, thank you, Philip.
All right, Audrey, that wouldn't help move along the scene at all. You're just randomly bringing up animals into this that don't belong in the Antarctica. So the frogs are gone. Luckily, Ian went up to the bridge and found that he could help the captain take care of the boat. And that captain was Corey. And Corey's taking care of the boat up here, but he's got a problem. And that problem begins with the letter O.
Okay, so what does Antarctica have to do with this?
Please tell me that you know how to fix this.
Quite so. I can fix this right away.
Right away, great.
Should you make sure the temperature is completely not too chilly, or should you bring a fire with us to keep us nice and warm?
The thermometer will tell us which way we need to go on this one, I think.
Underestimate the thermometer by putting it into the closest area, right near where the igloo is.
Viewing it on the outside doesn't necessarily tell me everything I need to know to fix this.
Well, then you must need some help from someone who's a genius at fixing stuff.
X-rays, maybe X-rays inside will let us know.
You know that X-rays are not
Sorry,
really.
Corey, you didn't know. You know, it's not something you can currently know. But good job. So the captain is safe, but Ian has taken over the bridge now, and the first mate has run up, and the first mate is Tim, and Tim has something frantic to tell you that the captain didn't tell anyone on the boat, and that begins with B for boat.
Boat's been sinking for a bit, boss.
Captain's not available, so you'll have to talk to me.
Don't believe that I'm in charge. I'm the one bringing the problems to you. You're where the captain should be.
Every time I stand in this chair, bad things happen.
Forgetful is something that my boss has never been. So why are you worrying about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back just to call Ian out because you don't know why he's standing in chairs. So as a captain, we're throwing him out. Tim, you've now taken over the boat, and Brett, who has always wanted to be the boat captain, has seen that you've taken over the boat. He's very jealous, and he's going to begin with the letter I.
Is this really happening?
Just go along with it. You'll be fine.
Kill me now. I wanted to be the new captain.
Listen, we all know about seniority here, and you're junior to me, so I'm the captain.
May I
Too long, Brett. Oh,
God.
well, you're just like, you're sitting there thinking for a week. It's not lag.
Fair.
But luckily, Jared has overheard the whole thing. Audrey had warned everybody about it because he's the penguin that's going to end this entire voyage. Let's begin that with the letter A.
After we land on the continent, I am gonna be taking over.
But where did that voice come from?
Come on, just look down a little bit, okay? I feel like you're making a short joke there, Buster.
Do you always speak from that height?
What?
Everybody always
Well, he
speaks
jumped
from the
to
height
why.
that they are.
He jumped to why. I don't know what he's doing. So Tim ran for fear, and it was Audrey that came back in to face the penguin, as she always needed to do with the letter D.
Don't you know that I studied penguinology in university?
Everybody knows that you studied penguinology in the university because you always bring it up.
Forgive me for wanting my expertise to be common knowledge.
Give me a little credit maybe for knowing about penguins since I am a penguin.
Halt! We need to halt this conversation until we can agree on who gets this continent.
I don't think so. I'm the penguin. I'm in charge. The continent is mine.
Just bring out the tins of sardines for them and they'll go mad over them.
Krill, okay? Krill. I have a bad penguin jaw. I can't eat full sardines, so I eat krill.
And scene. The best use of K goes to Jared for using the word krill. That has never happened in our history in over 12 years, that krill was the K letter word. So impressed. Thank you, Jared, so much. Thank you all, guys. Thank Corey for volunteering. All right, let's move on to our next game. There's a couple in trouble, and luckily there's a wonderful person that's going to help them out. He's a marriage counselor, and his name is Ian. Ian is going to play a guessing game called Marriage Counselor, where two people are going to have some problems, and Ian's going to have to solve those problems. But those people can't just come out and say it. They're going to make hints and clues, and Ian's going to have to guess and deduce what the problem is. So Ian's going to go ahead and leave the room to the green room, and we need somebody who's willing to be married to Audrey, not permanently in the rest of your life or in any reality sense, but just someone who wants to go ahead and play this game and be one of the volunteers. So if you're interested, go ahead and say me or pick me, or I see Corey, but he just played. I see Catherine. Catherine, are you playing? Sorry, Corey, you just went last time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, our Spam's gonna play. Okay. All right. Great. So we're gonna give you both an issue you both have, and then some issue that you guys have together. I'm gonna try to see if I can get YouTube to get something you guys have together. So I'll ask them first, and then I'll go to the individual guys. YouTube, please give me something in the house that breaks often. If you're out there, one of those 7 people out there watching there, please go ahead and give me something that breaks often. Type that into the chat, and we'll get your suggestion in there. So for the rest of you guys, please give me a cartoon character from the internet, because I like challenging Ian. So go ahead and write that in the chat. Any cartoon characters from the internet. People showing their age here. And while that's going on, I would like to hear, please give me something that you are upset that you have too many of. I'm not sure how many people know what the internet is, but that's okay. So, we're not seeing real, I'll make this work. Okay, so looking at this, I only see one thing that might be on the internet. Danny Phantom. Sean, do you know what Danny Phantom is? No. Do you know what Pokemon is?
Definitely.
What is your favorite Pokemon?
I think my favorite Pokemon,
No, just go ahead and name it.
Plays Pokemon
one
Go,
name.
and
One name. One name.
it's like a giant marshmallow.
Okay, so you know what? Your issue is actually that you have the largest marshmallow in the world, and Audrey is very upset about this. So you can't use the word large or marshmallow. You have to get Ian to guess that the issue is you have a gigantic marshmallow, okay? And Audrey, your issue is that looking in here, you always get the time wrong. No matter what time it is, it's wrong when you tell it. Okay. And together, I didn't see anything wrong from the internet, but I did see some over here. Your issue is that you have way too many phone chargers in your house. There are just every single outlet has a phone charger in it. Okay. So looking at that, Sean, what is your issue?
My issue is probably
So we told you
the marshmallow. So the marshmallow.
you have a giant marshmallow. That's your issue, right?
Yes, and it's the
Okay.
size of an apple.
That's what we need to get him to guess. Okay. So don't change it on him or he's going to have some problems. So you need to get him to guess that you have a giant marshmallow. Audrey, what's your issue?
I get the time wrong.
Okay. And together, your issue as a couple?
Too many phone chargers.
Yes.
But
Okay, so folks, here's how everybody else in the Zoom is going to help us out. If your camera's on, that's really helpful. What's going to happen is if Ian is getting close, you're going to put up the thumbs up symbol. All right, that shows Ian while he's guessing is going real close. So if you got your camera on there, go ahead and put up the thumbs up signal. I see you two over there just chilling over there. Feel free to put that thumbs up signal going on. And if he gets it, go crazy and clap so he knows you got it and it's there. All right, folks. Ian, are you back? Kat, go and get Ian. Kat, is she paying attention? Did she get Ian? Earth the cat. Is Kat there? Oh, she just now went to get Ian. So in the meantime, I'll entertain you with some magic, huh? Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. My magic is very terrible, right? You know, like he's got one da 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 da. Ian, you back? Still waiting.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, very good, very good, sir. You actually have your patients waiting in the waiting room. They're both really dealing with some tough issues. We're gonna go ahead and let your magic happen.
Excellent. Well, come in, yeah.
Hi. Sorry for such short notice. I thought that it was 7 p.m. in the morning, but I guess our appointment was at 8.
Oh, yes, time can be very confusing for some people, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oof. Well, speaking of time, we've been going through a rough time in our marriage. So we were hoping that you could help the two of us out.
Well, that is what I'm here for, you know? They say a stopwatch is right twice a day, you know?
Yeah, I like to think so too. I've been watching myself a lot as a self-meditation exercise. But you know, we just can't seem to agree on certain issues.
So if you think the time of day is wrong very often, then I could see how you might be late for appointments with your husband. And if he is on time and you are not, that could cause tension, you know?
Yeah, you get it. It's really a problem stemming back to childhood. You know how like some of the numbers go up and some of them go down. Yeah, I have issues with
You have like dyslexia for the clock.
Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. My husband can tell you about the time that I tried to make a reservation for dinner. It did not work out as planned.
Yeah. We were at the dinner. It's nice. We were on our trip to Italy. We went to that Italian restaurant. And then as we were going, they were randomly like, hey, this restaurant's out of order. And I'm like, what? Why? And then they're like, because, well, I don't know. The manager's just like popping up. And then he's like, hey, this restaurant is closed down
So we
because
later
we
found
got
out.
bankrupt.
So
We
that is like the reverse of what you would expect.
Exactly.
That is like the numbers are backwards on the address or on the clock.
Well, okay. So what I later learned is that Italy is in a certain zone of the globe, and Rhode Island is in a completely different one. So.
So you are living in a different time zone from your husband in your mind.
It feels like that sometimes. It really does. We're so distant from each other. But no, mostly it's just my brain.
Yeah, well, the mind plays tricks on people. It's sometimes difficult to offset the issues that you have.
Yeah. Can we wrap this meeting up pretty soon, actually? Because I have a meeting at 9:107 in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, I find that the number of problems that you think you have may be less than you think.
Really? Wow.
I would also say once we famous guest that you wanted to make the biggest s'mores, and I just
Because the numbers on the clock, there are only 12 you have to keep track of.
Oh.
And
well, no.
The AM, the PM is really not as hard as you think. You must not have a problem with keeping time straight. You always offset your time. And so you're always in the wrong time zone in your head.
Yeah, I guess that is my issue. Well, how do you have a problem with my how do I solve my punctuality problem then?
Well, you simply must do the reverse of what you think, right? Pretend it's the next day, but then go to sleep when you think it's the day, wake up when you think it's the night, and you find all of a sudden everything come out.
Sounds like reverse psychology. So, well, there's some other problems that I want to talk about, but I think I'll let you you can roast my husband a little bit, you can just really grill him.
Well, I think he has been very quiet so far, and I'm sure that you have issues as well that you wish to talk about.
Technically, yes.
Yes, there are some things that you bring to the marriage that she has concerns over. Perhaps you would like to share.
Yes. Well, there was this time where I was when we found this giant marshmallow, I had the I decided to take it in, and then I tried making the biggest s'mores. It took me about 300-gram crackers, and then I was making it because you see how I love it. It also took me 500 Hershey chocolate bars.
Let me tell you, I've heard this story many times before, and I can tell you every marriage can absolutely be destroyed by the presence of the giant marshmallow. It is a cardinal problem in every marriage. You must stay away from the giant marshmallow. It is so offensive to the spouse.
Thank you so much for saying that. That really
I have heard this time and time again. Oh, sorry to reference time with you, but it is nonetheless a problem we always have. But please, you must share everything if you're really going to make it work. Is there anything else you must tell me?
Now that we've established that I'm right and the giant marshmallow has to get out of our house, I'd say that there's still a bit of a clutter issue. Even if you remove the giant marshmallow, we've just got, every outlet has something in it. There's it's just like eating up the electric bill. It's really rough on the family.
Too many devices, that is a common problem these days with all the devices in the house, all the screens that keep you from relating with one another.
Yeah, that's the thing is I only have one smartphone. So, doesn't it seem redundant, right?
But one smartphone is one thing, but the chargers, they're always the chargers. More and more chargers all the time. You have too many chargers in the house. That is the problem, that you collect them and you only need one. Only one phone, only one charger. This is very simple arithmetic. Now, I know numbers, not your strong suit. It is like the hours and the numbers, but please, you must.
Doctor, we have the Medicare forms that you need to fill out. If you could just fill in those things and I can file it, and then we can bill them straight out for the fee. We'll make sure that Sean will pay the whole thing.
That is a good thing. Present the bill to him because she gets her numbers wrong with the time. It's always offset in the wrong zones. And so we must make sure the bill is on time. And we must see that the giant marshmallow is removed from the house. Always get rid of the giant marshmallow. It ruins every time. And then for your phones, one charger per phone. That is my prescription.
And scene. There you go. Great job, Sean. Great job, Audrey. And great job, Ian, getting right to the point there. All right, folks, we're going to move on to a game that's actually one of the new games we've been playing that I really love and would like it, kind of becoming a fan hit too. It's time for another good idea, bad idea. This game is a line game in which two people are going to get involved as opposed to our normal line games where it's just one line. The first person is going to step forward and give a good idea, something that is legitimate, a good idea for something. It is then the job of somebody else to step forward and give a bad idea. So then again, that's good idea, bad idea. All right. And then we continue to move on. So they'll be based on whatever the subject you have is. So it looks like Corey wants to play and Sean wants to play, or is it Sean or someone else in that household? Might always be Sean. All right. So I've got Sean. Somebody get Corey. Sean, you're there, right? Do you have something on in the background, Sean?
Yeah, my mom's just using the dishwasher.
Oh, okay. No, I heard a TV. I heard a TV or something earlier and kept jumping to you. That's the issue. But okay. And Corey, are you there?
Yes, I was. And good job, Catherine, being married to somebody who already married before, Audrey.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure what that's about, but we're going to go ahead and move on from that.
Go ahead.
All right. Cool. Corey. All right. So again, a good idea, bad idea. Folks, what I need right now in the chat, either on YouTube or through YouTube, is we're going to get some ideas. So first off, some things you might have problems with. How about things you had problems with when you were in elementary school? Go ahead and drop those into the chat. Things you had problem when you were in elementary school, as well as we'll throw in there things that the color green might have a problem with. Things that the color green might just have a problem with. And we'll get some good ideas and bad ideas from that. So I'm going to start right off with discovering what one of the issues was is a good idea for dealing with Alexa. So again, if you want to play, what you can do is you're going to put your hand up and say me, and that means that you get to go, and we'll go on. So Sean, good idea for dealing with Alexa.
Is that she's always, a good idea to deal with Alexa is just say, Alexa, stop, or just tell her something that is including with the word stop.
All right, great. So what's a bad idea? Corey.
Bad idea. When you keep mentioning the name Alexa, it activates it.
All right, cool. Thank you. We have a very accurate description of how to play with Alexa. Can I please get a suggestion for any other suggestions for Alexa? Sorry, any other good idea, bad idea for Alexa?
Good idea.
Tim, go ahead.
Good idea. Do not show or ever let Alexa know about the Terminator franchise.
Ooh, you're right. You're right. What would be bad idea?
Bad idea.
Ian.
Bad idea. Terminate Alexa.
Oh, okay. That could be dangerous. You're right. Any other advice for Alexa? Tim.
Good idea. Ask Alexa for a joke.
What would be a bad idea?
Me.
Jared.
Use Alexa's joke in tonight's show.
Oh, yes, that would be a bad idea. Absolutely. It's okay. I wonder how many people's Alexa we've been setting off. I keep saying Alexa over and over.
Mine.
Can I have good advice for using a hammer?
Me.
Jared.
Good idea. Use a hammer to push in a nail.
Ooh, that is a good idea.
Me.
Audrey.
Bad idea. Use a hammer to push in a fingernail.
Oh. Yeah. Ow, that sounds painful. All right. Any other good idea, bad idea for a hammer?
Hey,
Corey, good idea.
good idea. Make sure you wear gloves when you hammer a nail inside a wall.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Me.
Ian.
Bad idea. Wear a glove over your head while you're trying to hammer a nail into a wall.
Could be dangerous. Could be dangerous. Can I one more good piece of advice for a hammer?
Good.
Tim.
Good idea. Use a hammer to pry out difficult nails in different fashions by moving the hammer around the nail.
Oh, all right.
Me.
Jared.
Use the hammer to remove nails by having the hammer talk the nail out of into leaving that piece of wood.
Yes, using his nail as a counselor could be a bit of an issue. Good ideas for sailing.
Me.
Ian, good idea for sailing.
Good idea. Always pay attention to which way the wind is blowing.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. Tim.
Hey, bad idea. Protect when they mean which way the wind is blowing, they're talking about where the money's going, getting the sails mixed up.
Oh, yes. You have to be careful that you don't sell your sail. Very good choice. Yes. Other advice for sailing. Brett, good advice for sailing.
Keep your hands and feet within the boat at all times.
Hey,
good idea.
Roller coaster rules. Corey, bad advice.
bad advice. Keep your hands outside of the boat when it's sailing in the water.
Yes, that could be bad. It is Shark Week. Last advice for involving how about a vacuum? Good advice for vacuuming.
Hey,
Jared.
use the vacuum to pick up the dirt out of your carpet.
Oh, that is generally its use and a good idea for that.
Me.
No one has any bad idea to go with that. Sean, what's your bad idea?
Sleeping on the couch while you have just been informed a few minutes ago that you have seen bed bugs on the couch.
You're right. If you didn't use the vacuum to get the bed bugs off the couch, that would be a bad idea. And scene. Okay, thank goodness. Well, hopefully, Sean, we're not speaking from personal experience. It sounded very detailed. Thank you, Corey and Sean, for that. All right, folks. So as I said, our shows, when you come to see us here in the virtual world, are free. But if you are able to make a donation, we always greatly appreciate it. We want to thank Carrie Ann for her generous donation. Thank you so much for that. So if anybody there or on YouTube want to do that, again, our Venmo account right here or our PayPal account right here. And we would greatly appreciate how that would help us out. Okay, so let's move along from that and play the next game called Trolley Stop. Trolley Stop works like this. There is going to be someone sitting at a trolley stop, similar to known as bus stop, but we can't call it that because that's a different game. And sitting at that bus stop, they're just kind of staying neutral. Someone's going to come in and they're going to be a big character in some way. It is then the person's job who was sitting at the trolley stop to then become the same type of character. And both of them act the same for a little while, for like a sentence or two. And then the first person finds a reason to leave, and the second person goes back to being neutral. And then a third person comes in and has an issue. And so we move on and so forth and so on. So does anybody like to try playing Trolley Stop? Again, just put your name in the chat. And while we're getting that started, actually don't need any suggestions for that. All right, seeing just our guys. So it's going to be Ian, Audrey, Tim, Brett, and Jared. Ian, we're going to start with you. So you're just chilling at the trolley stop.
Excuse me, please, sir. Might you have a spare heel of bread for a poor, lonely orphan?
Oh, if only I was so fortunate as to have a heel of bread. I haven't even a toe of bread. Perhaps you could spare something. You seem like such an adept beggar.
Oh, I wish I had but a penny to spare for you, but I have not a halfpenny.
Not even a halfpenny. Well, perhaps if we lived on a farm, we might have some hay. We might eat some hay. Oh, that would be so rich and wonderful. If only.
If only we could help Papa buy back the farm.
Oh, well, it it seems like you're a little cuter than I am, and we'll get more if you stay at this stop. So I'll just slink off to another stop to try to get some little something that I can share with you.
Much appreciated.
Hi, is this the 532 to the Boston?
Yes, this is the 532 to Boston.
You are we going the right direction?
Well, I thought this was going west, but apparently it's going north.
Yeah. We're going. That's totally cool. Show me how we get there. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay. So first we are going to ascend into the sky. Oh no, oh no, oh no, this is happening again.
Hi. Hey, have you seen this bus?
Yes, I have, and it went by 3 other times in the last hour. It'll be here very soon.
Well, why didn't you stop the other ones? I need to get on the bus now.
Well, I knew you were coming, so I figured I'd let it go.
Oh, you're so petty.
Well, I've got to get going because I've made your day worse than mine. I will see you later.
Get out of here. Who needs you?
Whoa. Been waiting for this trolley for the longest time.
Whoa, so have I.
I hope the trolley comes to here real soon. Woo!
And I really like this great big tune. Woo!
I'm so glad I found you.
And I need a vacuum.
And scene. Brett, of all people, ran out of bronze. All right, great. That was a lot of fun. Folks are going to play this next game, and we're really going to need your help. What we're going to play is a game called Lines from a Chat. The way this works is we're going to need you to litter this chat with as many lines as you can come forward. And playing this game tonight, we're going to have Tim, Brett, and Jared play this game. Do I have that right? Yeah, look at the right one. Yes. Tim, Brett, and Jared are going to be playing this game. So while they're playing the game, you're going to go ahead and throw as many lines as you can into that chat. All right. And so what's going to happen during the game, if they run out of what to say, they're going to just look at the chat, and whatever line is currently there, they're going to say it. They're not going to search up and down. They're not going to look around. So if you have the last line that was written there, or one of the last 3 lines, that could be the one chosen. But if someone, just like a jukebox, goes ahead and puts theirs in before yours and keeps dropping them in, then you never know. So you want to keep chatting and chatting and chatting away during this particular game. I'm going to get this thing started.
Daniel looks like Corey wanted to be in his room for him.
Oh, all right. Well, I was going to, yeah. Okay. Sorry, Jared. I guess we'll go ahead and pop you in there and put Corey in. Sorry, I missed that, Corey. Corey, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's all right, Jared. No problem. I still love you, buddy.
All right, cool. So, yeah, so same deal. And I saw up there dinosaurs. So this scene actually is taking place in Jurassic Park.
Whoa. So what?
Well, the last time we had a scheduled arrival of guests, it didn't pan out too well, but I think we're gonna do okay this time.
All right, cool. Because I was like really nervous that we wouldn't have any kind of guests. I mean, the dinosaur over here is like raring to go. It's like looking like an upside down moon.
Yeah.
Did you see the rapping raptor?
The rapping raptor was last year's event. They shipped him off to Costa Brava, their next other island over. Trunk looks scary though. On that dinosaur, the trunk.
Yeah, it
looks concerning.
Looks very concerning.
Yeah.
You're right.
Polka dot cat.
This raptor is saying random stuff. This is what you've been doing in the lab?
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, he's so well spoken now. And he can read too. So it's even better. I mean, this is the weirdest thing you've caught me doing, but that's me.
It's raining man, hallelujah.
It's singing songs?
Yes. Yes, that's evolution, my friend. That's what happens when you mix the DNAs together and stuff. It's cool. It's cool.
It's just like the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. You should see him climb a rock wall. Yeah.
I'm gonna steal your kneecaps.
What? It's threatening us.
I've got plastic ones. I don't have to worry. Bicycle. Can't use that with no kneecaps. Bicycle going in ocean. Now we can. We can swim with our hands.
All right. We have people coming to our park.
I hope your apple pie was freaking worth it.
It's insulting us. What is this?
I mean,
I'm worried.
It was like the dollar apple pie at 7-Eleven. I'm not worried about that. I honestly think you're taking things a little too seriously, guy. It's gonna be fine.
Electric grass. We have electric grass.
Capri Sun for everybody.
And scene, because when the dinosaur offers you all Capri Sun after you've been electrocuted, clearly we're at the end. And speaking of the end, folks, we're at the last game of the 7 o'clock show. Aww. But luckily, these guys are going to debate whether that was a good thing or a bad thing in what we like to call Debate Club. Debate Club is a game where these guys here are going to be challenging each other on whatever issue we have going on. And you'll see how it plays because it's just them playing right now. So the issue debate, Sean, are you still there? Let's grab Sean.
Yes.
Sean, okay, of everything you saw tonight, what do you want to know more about, Sean?
I actually have no idea. One thing that I think I might is
that got electrocuted with Capri Sun.
All right, cool. We're gonna go with the slugs that got electrocuted, folks. Is it possible that slugs can get electrocuted? Who'd like to begin? Tim.
So it's possible that slugs can get electrocuted because they are made of a significant portion of water, which means that a current can possibly pass through them. But if I know my lightning snail and slug, they have no problem with that.
Challenge.
Audrey.
Slugs can only conduct a negative charge because of their negative emotions.
Oh, I accept. Please explain.
As we learned from the tale of Brap, slugs basically are genetically engineered to feel only sadness, rage, fear, and guilt. So the four groups.
Ian.
Actually, we saw Brap totally transform when offered dog treats.
Oh, yes, I accept. Please explain.
Slugs are noted for being sluggish, but not enough of them get dog food or other pet treats, which you'd find would greatly improve their disposition. In fact, that plus collars really makes them very, very genial companions. You'll often find snails, however, are not so susceptible.
Challenge.
Yes, Tim.
I've never seen a slug wear jeans. Why would they be genial?
I accept. Please explain.
See, slugs don't have legs. They can't wear pants. And they probably don't wear denim either.
Challenge.
Yes, Jared.
If a slug doesn't have legs, it can wear a pair of pants that only has one leg still.
Oh, I accept. Please explain.
You don't need to have two legs to wear pants. It doesn't matter how many legs you have. It's always pants.
Challenge.
Yes, Tim.
He said a pair of pants. All it needs to be is one pant.
I accept. Please explain.
If a slug can wear a pair of pants, there's room for another slug. If it's only a singular slug.
Yes,
then...
Ian.
We established that a slug can't wear a pair of pants. It can only wear a pant.
Oh, I accept. Please explain.
Yes, when a slug puts on its pant one leg at a time, that's just one leg. You have to understand, it can't go any farther than that.
Yes, Audrey.
I would like to talk about my new marketing venture, which is pants for couples for slugs.
I accept. Please explain. 60 seconds.
So this summer, I'm going to be launching my new brand. It's for snails only. It's
Challenge.
Yes, Jared.
It's like the end of August now. She hasn't launched it yet. The summer's almost over.
I accept. Please explain.
The summer is almost over.
Challenge. Yes, Tim.
Have you been to Florida? The summer's not over there.
Ooh, I accept. Please explain. 45 seconds.
Florida is at least 50 miles south from us, which means it will be a little bit warmer, and the summer will last a little bit longer.
Challenge!
Yes, Jared.
The seasons are not geographical. They have to do with the date.
I accept. Please explain.
It doesn't matter where you
Challenge.
Yes, Audrey.
I live in the southern hemisphere and summer is coming in December.
Oh, I accept. Please explain.
Oh, I live in Australia. We got these kangaroos. We got
Challenge!
Yes, Jared.
That is the worst Australian accent anybody has ever used.
I accept. Please explain.
G'day, mate. We're gonna throw some shrimp on the bobbies. That's a
Challenge.
Yes, Brett.
Jared said that was the worst Australian accent. I have the worst Australian
Ooh,
accent.
let's hear the worst Australian accent.
Hey, I rode a kangaroo today. Yip yip.
challenge.
Yes, Jared.
If he really had the worst Australian accent, he would be singing opera in an Australian accent.
Oh, you're right. Brett, sing opera in an Australian accent. And Dean. All right, folks. Thank you very much. We've been here every single Friday. We were here tonight. We had a great time. We hope you did too. So we hope to see you back on the next Friday night, either out there on YouTube or here. We do have our 9 o'clock show. You can go back to the website if you want to go ahead and enjoy that. But it is a PG-13 show, so please keep that in mind. Sorry, Sean, you might be in bed by that point. Do not take the slug to bed. It will not turn out well. So, folks, if you have someone who's having a birthday coming up or a big company event or something like that, and you need entertainment through Zoom, we are here for you. Just simply go ahead and contact us through our website. We'll be glad to set something up for you. Please feel free to tell your friends. Word of mouth is how more people watch. And the nice thing is, unlike our show normally, you can tell people all around the world to come see, and they actually can see as long as they get their time zone and their season right, because Jared will make sure he yells at them to tell them what season it is. You guys, want to thank the volunteers out there. I want to thank Corey the fam. Yeah, really good dude. Let's thank this cast that we've got here because we had Ian.
9 on the giant marshmallow, 9.
Audrey.
Good day, mate. Koala brothers.
Tim.
Yeah, that T-Rex is going to be okay too.
Brett.
My new rap name is going to be Blah, Blah.
And Jared.
I want to thank our fam tonight, Sean Jr.
That's right. Guys, I want to thank you very much. And scene. Wave, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.